Good morning, Nang. This morning I am interviewing Nang Souphaphone, who is the latest addition to the IEPCP team. And Nang has come to work with us on an international students project. Good morning, Nang.
Good morning, Sophie.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. How about yourself today?
Pretty good today, thank you. Nang, before we start our interview, I will acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet and pay my respects to their elders, past, present, and to their emerging leaders. Can you tell me what Aboriginal land you are speaking on today?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am in Stonington, which is sit on the land of the Boran and Wurundjeri people of Kulin Nation. I'm sorry if I pronounce it not correctly.
No, I think you did pretty well there. Fantastic. You and I are very close then. I'm in Caulfield North and also on Wurundjeri and Bunurong country. Nang, you're an international student yourself. Can you tell me a little bit about where you've come from and why you're in Australia today?
Yes, I'm an international student. I've been here for 3 years actually. So I come from a very small country, the country called Laos, Laos. It's a small country in Southeast Asia. And I come from very, very humble background, from farmer family in a small village of the smallest town in my country.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm so grateful to be here. Couldn't imagine that I'm gonna come this far. So actually, why Australia is, to be really honest, I have no choice, but it's turned out to be the best choice that I have at the time, because I come here because I won the scholarship.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, like I would not be able to come here without the scholarship, because my family cannot support me because it's expensive, obviously, here. And I was too young to support myself, and I don't have enough money to come here, and of course, knowledge as well. But because I work hard, and then I won this scholarship, it's called Australian Award Scholarship, which is supported by Australian government.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm here today.
Fantastic. That's a terrific story.
Thank you.
We recently on Coffee With had an interview with Alex Mills, the coordinator of the Opening Doors Leadership Program. You're a graduate of the Opening Doors Leadership Program.
Yes, exactly.
Can you talk to us about your project and what you loved about your experience with Opening Doors?
My project with Opening Doors. Okay, I will tell you about Opening Doors first and what I love about it, and then I tell you what I sort of get out of it and what project I have been implemented. So Opening Doors, as you know, is an amazing program that at the time I couldn't imagine that it's going to be this amazing and incredible. It's a small program, but it's opened so much of opportunities and view and perspective and to the new whole experience to connect with different people. So what I love about it is the connection that we have within the participant in our batch, and of course with the alumni as well. So we have very, very strong bond, and we share a lot of sadness, upset, happiness, joy, and I feel belong, I feel at home with all the participants that participate in the same batch especially. And also I think Opening Doors sort of is a program that connect people within the community, not only the participant themselves, but also they connect us to other organizations in the community. And the reason I know Kate and I know you now because of Opening Doors.
Yeah.
So I feel so grateful for that. And of course, the content of the opening doors is amazing. It's exactly what I need, especially public speaking, project management, grant writing, like meeting facilitations, and whole lots of social inclusions lesson that we have learned from the program. So what I love the most is relationship and friendship and connection. Of course, it's a lot more. And in terms of project, it actually didn't go as I planned to, because after finished, I supposed to go home in April. So my project was to create a meditation class for the community.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but then because at the time I do placement, and I also plan to go home as well. So, and I work on another project. So it didn't go as I planned to. However, I actually did another project instead, which is sexual health conference to support international students. So that is one of the biggest achievement that, for me personally, of course, I have done some volunteer work, but I think this one is volunteering work as well. But I feel like I own it. I feel like I initiated and I organized it, and I am in love with it. So yeah, that's what I have been doing with opening doors.
When did that conference go ahead?
Oh, it actually, we planned to do it in March, but obviously because of the COVID, so it has postponed, and then cancel. But then because I love it so much, I work tirelessly to make it happen. Then we do it online.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, for 5 weeks straight, like it's series, and we invite different people from the government, community organizations, student peak bodies, specialists, experts, and Victoria Police, for example, universities, to come and speak. And yeah, and I would like to say that this could not be happened without the support from others, and opening doors associates has played such a big role to make this project successful.
It sounds like it was fantastic, and you had a great lineup of people involved. Well done.
I feel so grateful for that.
Now you are coming to join us at the PCP, which is very exciting. Can you describe the project that you're working on with us?
Yeah, absolutely. So I will start officially on the 15th of this month, but I do have meet with Kate and the team as well and discuss about the project. So I'm very excited as well, because I think this project will be the milestone of services and of the connections between international students and organizations who provide the services to international students, including government, local government, and other student peak body. And it will bring such an impact to international student itself, because what we are trying to do is we try to, for the first time, based on, I study in Victoria, and I do a lot of international student project to support them. I think this is the first time where we do such a big scale and cooperate with different stakeholders, from the government to local organizations, to find the barriers and the gap between international students themselves and the service providers, and also universities. And I feel it's, like I said, it's gonna be very, very special. And that's exactly what we are trying to do. And last week we tried to have some international students to come and speak about the gaps and the barriers that actually block the connections between international students and the community. And it's not only about the services providers themselves, but also international themselves as well, that need to sort of consider what is the barriers that they have to overcome. And we haven't got enough evidence and fact and sort of what you call it, the opinions and the student voice yet, but it's coming. So I'm very excited. And we're going to have the forum at the end of the years as well to collect all evidence and hear from students too.
And your experience as an international student in Melbourne will be really useful. It's going to be fabulous to have you on board, Meg.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited too.
Good. So for international students and from your own experience, what do you see as the biggest issues? Is it just that lack of connection between services, universities and students, or is there more that you think international students might need?
You mean in general, not only in this time, is it?
Yeah.
I think yes, it also, like I said, it's the gap between the services, but I also believe that the biggest challenges for international students is especially language, because in order for them to connect with others, language is the bridge to close that gap, one of the bridge to close that gap. Because I remember myself when I first come to Australia, my English is not this sort of fluent. So it's hard for me to connect with others. So I think language is one barrier. And another thing is adjustment. Because we come from different background, different culture, different system, especially educations and lifestyle. So it takes a bit of time for people to adjust, especially in the first year. I would think that to get everything running and to get the mindset and adjust ourselves to the new system, the first year is very, very critical.
Yeah.
So the faster the international can adjust and accept and get their way, the more opportunity to come. And also they are very far from home. So homesick and mental health and anxiety, plus, like I said, different language and culture. It's all like culture shock and stuff. It's really sort of all of these components really affect international student. Yeah, I think that is the challenge that they experience. And also with their study too, when they first come, it's hard to make friends and it's hard to study in different system and use different language. It's very, very challenging. Yeah, I think that is one of the biggest challenge. And also, I think the ability to get out from the comfort zone. It actually takes more courage and strength for international students compared to local students to get out from their comfort zone, to connect with others, to take opportunity, because like I said, they have a lot of barriers and unfamiliarity, if you like to say, that they are in different environment, in a new environment, and in order for them to get themselves out there, it's very, very challenging, and it's require a lot of self-discipline and motivations and courage.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's hard enough for domestic students in their first year at university, much less when you're coming from overseas and you're a long way from family and they're all very young.
Yeah, exactly.
So what excites and motivates you about working with international students?
I would like to say that I'm not really specifically with international students that I'm excited, but I'm excited of working to support people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I volunteer with international student to support international student and also to support local people as well. Especially, I volunteer with Family Access Network for 2 years to support homeless young people who identify themselves as LGBTIQ plus who have mental health issues, and all of them are local. So I would like to say that what excites me the most is to be able to support those who cannot yet support themselves. An international student is one of the marginalized group of people. And the fact that I work a lot with international students is because I have connection. I volunteer with different organizations that work with international students. And also I am myself international student. And I feel that I am on their shoes. That I know how they feel like, I know what experience they have. So I think that's why I can sort of understand and can work well with international students, because I have experienced it.
Yes, you have that lived experience.
Yes.
Nang, what strategies are you using personally that have helped you during Melbourne's stage 4 lockdowns? We're all struggling with it at the moment, particularly after last weekend and the extension of the lockdown, but we've all got little things that we do that help.
Yeah. I mean, since COVID hit, it's very hard for me and for everybody. But especially in stage 4 lockdown, I can say that, I have done so much work. I work 3 jobs, volunteer, joy programs, and also study all at once. And it's not as hard as stage 4 lockdown for me. So stage 4 lockdown, I lost my job, I moved house, and I have issue with my visa and family problem as well. So it's very, 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 very tough. It's one of the darkest moments in Australia. However, in terms of how I handle it is, I think the ritual and the learning that I have collected throughout the year. Especially, I love meditation. I love spending time alone. I love journaling and reflecting. So whenever I have something to think about, I just sort of isolate myself from people and just sit or walk and just pause and calm myself down and then reflect. So I think that is the thing that keep me going and gain clarity. But also eat right, sleep right, have enough sleep, do exercise. All those help a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, and connect with people. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you're joining the team, Nang, and that we get to have you in our lives, and maybe we'll all draw a little bit of that calm that you have. That would be lovely. What are you looking forward to doing when we are no longer in this isolated stage?
I'm looking forward to go home. Because I'm supposed to go home in April, actually, but I stuck because of the COVID. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to go home. And I know that Victoria have a lot of amazing things to experience, but I feel like I have done enough. Of course, there are a lot to do, but for my side, I feel like I have done enough now. So I'm very excited for the new journey, because I have thinking during this lockdown, during COVID, especially this year, I have been planning and thinking a lot about my purpose and what I would like to do, who I would like to become, what sort of community I would like to create. So I'm very excited to create and make my purpose to the reality and go home and start new journey. And of course, like I said, I'm very excited with the project that we are doing with right now, that I'm doing with Kate. especially. So yeah, that is what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm sure. Is there anything that you are secretly enjoying about this time? I mean, it sounds like you've found lots of ways to make the most of this alone time. Is there anything that you particularly enjoy about our kind of maybe less busy lives?
Of course. I mean, like, it's a lot of pain in this period. However, because like I said, I work so hard, never stop working on myself and on others' project and work as well. So this is a blessing for me. I just, I feel like I have a lot of time. I feel like my body, my mind, my soul has been rested at its that I need it. So I enjoy the time alone. I enjoy doing the thing that I love, like reading, meditating, writing. Like I have all time in the world. And when I go to exercise as well, I love the golf course. And now nobody can do the golf. So I just enjoy the nature there. So yeah, I really do that this I really do believe that this is the blessing, is the rest for the earth and for people and for animals and for the world. So I think this is the best thing that could happen in this moment.
Thank you so much. No, that's a lovely way to end this interview. I've been enjoying listening to the magpies in the background at your house. All that lovely bird life that's coming out now that there's not quite so many traffic noise and cars on the road. I'm looking forward to working with you and with Kate Jeffrey as well from the PCP on the International Students Project. And we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. You too. Thank you so much for having me. I feel so deeply grateful to be here.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.